In today's video, we're unpacking a scandal that's rocking the luxury fashion world. Major names like Armani and LVMH are under the microscope in Italy for potentially using illegal sweatshops. That's right, the very brands celebrated for quality and ethics might not be as clean as they claim. These brands have always used the Made in Italy badge as shorthand for unrivaled quality, superior craftsmanship, and ethical manufacturing. However, recent investigations suggest that behind the scenes, the reality is quite different. Italian authorities have discovered factories making $1,000 handbags in conditions that are far from luxurious. Recently, a Milan court took serious action against an LVMH subsidiary making bags for Dior, putting it under court administration for failing to meet Italian labor standards. Earlier this year, an Armani unit was subjected to the same fate. It turns out, these weren't isolated incidents. Several more brands could be implicated as the investigation widens, and it doesn't stop there. A Milan court has now appointed a commissioner to oversee an Italian unit of Christian Dior following shocking findings. The inquiry pointed out that Dior had subcontracted work to Chinese companies exploiting workers. This involved employing illegal immigrants and other workers without proper documentation, often in dismal living and working conditions. The investigators reported that the workers appeared to be living right at their workplace in conditions that lacked basic hygiene and health standards. They noted that Dior's unit failed to take necessary steps to check the actual working conditions or even the capability of these subcontractors. This lack of oversight is alarming and raises a big red flag about what really goes on in the supply chains of these esteemed brands. It's a stark reminder that the problem of unethical labor practices isn't limited to fast fashion, but extends into the realms of high fashion, where the stakes and prices are much higher. Despite their high-end positioning and pricing strategies that suggest a commitment to ethical practices, the transparency in operations of these luxury brands remains minimal. Moreover, the implications of these findings are massive. Under new EU due diligence rules, such lapses could lead to fines up to 5% of a company's global revenue. That's a significant financial hit, signaling that it's time for the industry to clean up its act. But why should you as a consumer care? Well, when you purchase a luxury item, you're often paying for the story and the brand's promise as much as for the product itself. Discovering that a high-priced handbag or garment is produced under questionable ethical standards can undermine the trust and premium consumers place in these brands. This ongoing scandal also puts a spotlight on the importance of sustainable and ethical practices across all sectors, urging consumers to rethink where and how they spend their hard-earned money. If the brands can't guarantee the ethics behind their glamorous facades, it might prompt a shift in consumer loyalty towards brands that prioritize transparency and responsibility. As luxury consumers are becoming more socially and environmentally conscious, the expectation for brands to act responsibly is higher than ever. The luxury market thrives on exclusivity and a pristine reputation. Failing to address these issues could not only lead to legal repercussions, but what could also tarnish brand images, potentially alienating a new generation of buyers who value ethics over mere aesthetics. So what do you think? Will these revelations change how you view luxury brands? Are they still worth the premium if the cost to human dignity is so high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. For more on all the goings-on in fashion, business, and design, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.